Okay, perfect. Keep it going. Awesome. Hello, you guys. What is up? Welcome to today's stream. How is everybody doing today? I'm trying to get my other monitor set up real quick. Or I should say my iPad that I use to keep track of the chat. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Awesome. How's everybody's Wednesday going? Hopefully everybody is having a great week so far. And also, while everyone's hopping on, don't forget to leave a like on the stream because it does help it push it out into the algorithm and onto people's home pages and recommendations. So every little bit does help. And I would appreciate it very much. We'll give time for some people to hop on here, and then we will look at getting started. And while we're waiting, I'm going to get one more tab set up real quick. So don't mind me. And just an FYI, in case you're hearing any hissing in the background, that would be my laptop. That is what I use to stream. So if you're new and you don't know where that's coming from, that is the fan trying to do all the buffering because my laptop can't handle a lot of the bandwidth for these streams. So that is what you are hearing, just a heads up. Okay, there we go. Move that tab, there we go. Oh, Mary, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for hopping on. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We'll probably give it about another couple minutes or so, and then we will go ahead and hop right in. How's everyone been liking the video from today? Let's see. Will you be singing a Christmas song? Yes, that will be coming out. I haven't quite figured out the timing of it yet, but it definitely will be within a good chunk of time for there to, yeah, it'll at least be enough time for that to be released, so that way people can listen to it. So, but yes, it will be coming out. Let's see. I'm doing good, and you? I'm doing fine. Thank you very much for asking. Let's see. Love the video today. Well, thank you very much, Mary. I appreciate it. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Okay. We'll probably wait about another minute or so. And then we'll hop right in. And also, in case you're hearing any noise from upstairs or any banging noises, that would be my 4-year-old. He's in his room right now, and his room is right above my studio room in the basement. So that is what you're hearing in the background, if you can, just a heads up. Let's see. Love the song from this morning. Do you get nervous singing? Not so much. Well, I guess, well, I should say, yes, but it's kind of like in a way that you wouldn't expect. But yes, I mean, there is some excitement and nerves that come up. A lot of times when I'm about to get ready to go on stage, but usually that's channeled into like an excitement type of nerves, and so I kind of use that as adrenaline to help me, and I really have to learn to kind of breathe through it and control it, um, so that way it doesn't like overtake me. But usually, I mean, like I've done this for a really long time, so I've got a pretty good handle on it. But usually, like I used to get such terrible stage fright when I started performing in public. I used to shake really bad. My mouth would get really super dry, and those were probably, I mean, I would probably get a little bit sweaty, but other than that, that was a lot of my stage fright from back then, and that was, of course, when I was like maybe 15 or 16. And like I'm 32 right now, so yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot better, and it's just a matter of how you channel it. So that's the main thing. Oh, Rachel, hi, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Great to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. All right. Well, I think we will look at. Oh yeah, we're definitely way past the 5-minute mark. All right, so we will look at getting started here. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning into today's stream and for taking the time out of your afternoon or evening or whenever you're watching this during the day to stop on by and just to come and hang out. It's great to have you here. And if you are new to my channel or just randomly coming across a stream and you don't know who I am, first off, hello, welcome. My name is Janee. I am an independent singer-songwriter and session singer based out of Iowa. And I make videos on my channel basically of a lot of cover songs just to try and show off what styles and genres I can do to promote myself for session singing work. That's what I do. And I'm hoping I can get to the point one day where I can also post original material as well. And I post my videos every single Wednesday. I post once a week. And on those Wednesdays in the afternoon, I'll do what you're watching right now, which is these post-release streams. And then what we are going to do is we will watch the video together. I'll talk about some behind-the-scenes tidbits here and there that maybe went into the filming or recording process. And once we get done watching the video, the rest of the time will be a hangout sort of Q&A session. You can send in whatever questions you want. You can send in song requests. We'll sometimes talk about some updates and lots of other good stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a blast, and I'm excited. And this week, for this week's video, I decided to take a little bit of a different spin, and I wanted to put out this particular cover. It is the well-known aria "O Mio Babbino Caro" from the opera Janee by Puccini, and I wanted to release this one in particular because of the Maria Callas biopic with Angelina Jolie that was coming out recently, and so I wanted to kind of dip my toe into that, especially because I've had classical training and I've had a little bit of experience in that field. And so I wanted to kind of show off my chops a little bit. And so I will definitely say that this is probably the most nervous I've been releasing a cover video so far. Just because I know there's, like, my technique isn't, like, perfect per se. There's definitely, like, some things that could be worked on a little bit. So I hope I did okay. And yeah, so, but I'm glad that everyone's been liking it so far and that you all have been enjoying it. So, yeah, we will go ahead and get everything ready to have the video up on the screen. And let's see, real quick, we'll catch up on the chat real quick. Let's see, I'm well, thanks, good to see you too. That's great, Rachel, that's great, that's awesome. Alright, and just a quick heads up, the video will probably be lagging just a little bit, but the audio should be okay. And it's going to get probably a little bit loud because of the higher dynamics in the track, so you might want to turn down your volume just a little bit, just a heads up. So we will go ahead and get started. Let's see real quick, we'll go ahead and stop it right there. But when I came to putting this together, as far as mixing and sort of engineering from that aspect, it was definitely very much completely different from the other tracks that I put together in the past. Because with this one, I wanted to try and keep as true to an operatic sound like recording. So I really wanted to try and use as little to no effects as possible. So all that's on here is I probably just lowered some of the volume on the vocal tracks a little bit. And then I put an expander on there, and then definitely some reverb. And then, of course, an EQ I put on the top. So, yeah, very little to no effect, and obviously you don't want to put compression on here, because that would take away the dynamics, which are extremely important with operatic style singing. So, yeah, I really wanted to try and get that as accurate as possible and as close as I could to it being like in a concert hall. So, overall, I think it turned out pretty good. But yeah, I probably could have lowered the mic volume just a little bit. I did test it before I recorded it, but then, of course, the reverberance from the vocals obviously really carries through when you're doing this style of singing. And so, but yeah, otherwise, I think it turned out pretty well. So we'll go ahead and start it right here. Now, real quick, I do want to comment. There were a couple shots when I was shooting the video that probably weren't necessarily spot on because I did record the audio beforehand before I did the filming, because that's usually what my process is. And so, and also kind of when you're doing a lot of operatic stuff, you're kind of basing it off of more so feeling and emotion. And so every interpretation with that is going to be a little bit different, just based on what's happening in the moment. And so I really tried to get it as close as I could, but there's probably maybe like a couple shots, like this one right here on the ODO part, and then there's a part towards the end of the clip where it's probably maybe just like a slight hair off, but other than that, I tried to get it as close as possible. So I'll go ahead and go back here. Alright, and that was my cover video for Mio Babbino Caro. Sorry, had a little bit of a flub there. But yeah, that was it. So I'm glad that everyone has been enjoying it so far. We'll go ahead and get some background music turned on real quick. And let's see if we can turn that down a little bit. There we go. Let me know if that volume's okay in the chat. But yeah, so far I'm glad that everyone's been liking it, like I said. And also I kind of wanted to touch a little bit on the operatic and classical side eventually at some point. Just because I do also want to do some symphonic metal repertoire. And a lot of operatic technique is required for some of those songs. And so I did want to touch at that at some point. But yeah. Let's see, let's catch up on the chat real quick. Sounds good, Randy. Well done. Well, thank you very much, Rachel. I appreciate it. Let's see what's going to come through. Okay. Let's see. Do you just do one take of the song? No, Mary, I don't. So whenever I'm recording the audio for any song that I'm recording, I like to do 3 full takes without stopping. And then what I'll do if I need to, so after I get done with the 3 takes, then I'll usually go back and listen to every single one to kind of see and double check if there's any mistakes that need to be corrected on any of them if I didn't catch what I wanted within those first 3 takes. And then if I need to do any quick punch-ins or maybe like fix a little bit of a line here and there, then I'll go back and fix those little parts. And so, yeah, and then usually whenever I'm filming for my videos, I usually try to at least get 3 angles at minimum. And sometimes I'll even do more than that if I want to have a little bit more fun and experiment with it a little bit. So, yeah, other than that, hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. Hello, ma'am. Do you need any video editor or... Okay, we're just going to go ahead and... Sorry, guys, that was a bit of a promo ad that I didn't want in the chat, so... But yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, kind of going back to the aria, if you don't know kind of when what happens when the song takes place, basically it's about a daughter and a father, and they're and she's kind of pleading with the father because her and her love interest want to be together and they want to get married. But their families do not like each other, and so basically she is pleading with her dad to stay with her love interest. Otherwise, if she does, if her father does not let her stay with him, then she would go to. She's stating that she would go to the point where she would jump off of a bridge and she would die because that's how in love with him she is. And so, just to give a little bit of the context of the scene when the aria takes place, for those of you guys that didn't know. But yeah, it's definitely very interesting. Almost kind of like a Romeo and Juliet style type of story, but yeah, there you go. Alright, we're going to check a tab real quick. Let's see. Where do you find the backing tracks or music? Typically, I try to find them on YouTube. That's usually where I'll get them. Sometimes I can get them from other websites that I get tracks off of, or sometimes I'll get them off of iTunes. But yeah, that's usually where I get my tracks. And I do want to get to the point one day where I can also make my tracks myself. I just don't have enough of the equipment right now, particularly a lot of the MIDI keyboards and plugins and all that type of stuff to make that kind of technology happen. But yeah, I do want to get to that point at some point. So yeah, there we go. Oh, did that? Hold on, I'm trying to see. I thought that message deleted. Sorry, the same message that was that I took off of the chat, it was still showing up on my iPad, so. But then again, it wasn't showing up on my screen on my laptop, so I just had to double check that real quick. Let's see. Oh, probably need to refresh that. Sorry guys, chat's not catching up on my laptop screen, so I gotta refresh it real quick. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Wow, the backstory of a song can be very sad and very dramatic. Absolutely, absolutely, for sure. That it can be. Absolutely. And also, kind of going back to some of the like operatic or classical material, I'm kind of also hoping that I can touch on some Sandi Patty at some point. If you don't know who she is a Southern gospel singer, but very prominent within the scene, and she is also classically trained and has studied opera also, and yeah, phenomenal voice for sure. And if you have not checked her out, definitely go check out her stuff. I would highly recommend it, but she's absolutely incredible. But I do want to cover maybe at least like one or two of her songs at some point, so that's also kind of why I wanted to touch on it a little bit. So there you go. Alright, let's see where we're at in the stream. Okay, we're not doing too bad on time, so that's good. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And I will also say, I did think the thumbnail in the video came out really well. I was really pleased with how that turned out, and I think it looks very nice and very polished. So I was really happy with that. But yeah, so far the video has actually been doing rather well today, and so that's kind of not a big surprise there, especially with how I phrased the title, so I think that also kind of helped out with it a little bit. But yeah, it's currently ranking 5th out of my top 10, so that's really not too shabby. It's been getting 76 views so far, and a click-through rate on the impressions of 3.2%, so that's in the green. And let's see, the view duration is about like 1 minute and 15 seconds, so that's really not bad compared to the other metrics, and so I'm really happy with that. And then, let's see, on the watch time hours, it's been getting about 1.6 so far. So kind of considering that it's a much shorter song, that's kind of to be expected. But yeah, overall, I would say it's definitely been doing pretty well. Let's see. Always good to have a goal and or a challenge. Exactly, Rachel, exactly. And it's definitely something to always keep in the back of your head, that's for sure. Oh, and also, I'll go ahead and give you guys a monetization update. For those of you guys that might be curious or would like to know where I'm at currently. Like I've said before, the metrics, or at least like the data that shows up on YouTube Studio, is usually about 5 days behind. So it's not quite caught up to where it would be today. But right now it's currently showing that I'm at 1,443 watch time hours. So I'm almost at 1,500 at the halfway mark to 3,000, which would finally qualify me to get super chats and super thanks. So that is really exciting. And I'm almost kind of wondering if maybe I should consider doing a membership thing, or like a membership tier on YouTube, especially because I know there's been people that have been looking for a platform to help support me financially. And so maybe that might be something to consider. I know some people have also asked about Patreon, so that might be something that I could consider putting out a poll on at some point. But yeah, we'll definitely have to look into it and give it some consideration. But we are definitely getting very, very close, and I am extremely excited about it. So it's good stuff. And I definitely think starting with shorts from a few weeks ago, I think that's also kind of been helping, adding up those watch hours each week, and so that has definitely been helping out. And honestly, I really don't even know why I didn't use it much sooner, because yes, while it can hurt some channels as far as the quality of the viewers for your long form videos, I do believe that it can be a useful tool, especially for music channels, especially if you would prefer to have a preview of maybe like a particular song or an artist before you actually watch the video. And so I do think it's good to have a little bit of a teaser to kind of get them to bite and see if they're interested. And so yeah, I'm definitely glad that it's been working, because I have been getting some subscribers that way, and some returning viewers to some of my newer videos. So that has definitely been helping out quite a bit. So I'm very, very excited. And again, I wish I had started doing this sooner, but you know, you live and you learn. So it's all trial and error from here. So yeah, and it's basically just all a big learning experience. So we're going to check one more tab real quick. And also for those of you guys that are new here, or that are kind of still lurking around on the stream, these usually tend to be at about an hour long. I usually feel like that's a good amount of time to have these streams. So just a quick heads up there. And also I think it's good just to have these little hangout sessions where we can chat. And so I always think that's a lot of fun. But yeah, if anybody has any questions that they want to send in, feel free to do so, and I will be glad to answer some of them. I'm still kind of debating on what song I want to put out for next week, because there were a couple songs that I had initially planned that maybe I don't quite know if I'm ready to put them out just yet, just because of kind of how things are landing. But there is one in particular that I'm thinking would probably fit rather well, especially for this current season that we're in and this time of year, per se. But I'm thinking I might put that together because that sounds like a good idea. And yeah, and then I've got probably at least a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 more songs in mind for the rest of this month. But yeah, we will have to see how things land out. Let's see. I need to catch up with the songs you've covered. YouTube is just so busy. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that comes out that it's really hard to stay in touch, and a lot of streams that happen. So yeah, and sometimes you just gotta take a break from it and step aside. So not to get too caught up in it. So yeah, no worries, Rachel. No worries. No worries at all. Okay, we're doing pretty good on time, so that's good. Yeah, and I've kind of had to back out from some streams recently, just because all the channel stuff has kind of been keeping me busy, and so I've been having to kind of prioritize my work over some of those streams. So other than that, that's just mainly what's been going on. Let's see. So just kind of off topic, I think I did see another reaction video recently to my video for Popular from Wicked. So that was kind of cool to see. And they had actually reacted to a couple of my other videos also. And so just the fact that they said that that was probably one of my best videos up to date was a pretty big compliment. And so yeah, I was pretty happy about that. I'm really excited. So there is that. Alright, let's check this real quick. Okay, that looks good. And we'll check this tab real quick over here. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I'll be lurking in a while, as Bro Science will be starting soon, and I'll watch that on my iPad. I'm cooking too. Okay, nice. Yeah, no problem, Rachel. No problem. Yeah, sometimes I also kind of multi-stream, and I switch back between stream to stream, so I'll even do that once in a while, so no problem. No problem. Support as many creators as possible. That's my philosophy, so always good to keep that spread out. And also kind of going off topic, but something I meant to mention sort of in the beginning of the stream, but that I didn't mention or that I forgot about was, I think probably the part that makes me the most nervous about today's video is that I know there's a lot of opera singers that are reactors on YouTube, And so I think I'm probably most nervous about if that video were ever to get recommended on one of those channels, and for them to kind of like nitpick my technique, because I know a lot of them would definitely point stuff out that I know is definitely not present, or that needs improvement. And so that's probably kind of the part that I'm most nervous about. But yeah, again, it's all a this was just mainly for fun, and so I wanted to put this out when I could and when I felt it was a good time. So but yeah, just a little spiel there. Let's see. It's often that I watch 2 live streams at the same time. Yeah, exactly, and I'll do the same thing sometimes too. So, and like I said, it's also good to spread out sort of the watch time and help creators out. So, I always think that's a good idea. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we got a little less than 25 minutes left, so we're not doing too bad. And who knows, maybe if it's requested a little bit more, I might try and do some more arias and more classical stuff. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Because the last one was definitely fun, and I think it would be fun to kind of brush up on my technique a little bit, and just to kind of keep that placement there. And yeah, we'll just have to see. Let's see. I wonder. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and put on a poll for you guys. But we'll see what kind of responses it gets. But I've kind of been debating about when to release my Christmas video. I've been trying to figure out whether I want to put it out on probably one of 2 dates, but I'm thinking either the 18th or the 22nd, because I want to give enough time for people to watch it while they're still into Christmas music. And so I'll probably go ahead and put up the 2 options here, and then you guys can go ahead and pick which one you guys want. So I'll type that out real quick. Let's see, when should I release my Christmas video? Let's see. I'm going to put down the choices here. December 18th or December 22nd. Okay, the poll's going up right now, so you guys can pick out whichever choice you want there. We'll probably leave that going until the end of the stream. So go ahead and have at it. And I'll probably also go ahead and put the poll up on my socials. That way you guys can choose what you want. it's still popping up. Gotta refresh my tab real quick. There was a message from earlier that I deleted out of the chat that's still popping up on my main screen. So I gotta refresh that real quick. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Oh, and also, actually, now that I think of it, I did mention that last stream. But I did, it is now official, so I can definitely go ahead and put it out there again. But in the description box of my video from last week, you would probably notice something a little bit different if you checked it out. But I do now officially have a Amazon store that you guys can go check out, and on there I have a lot of my gear listed and equipment that I use for my home studio and my videos. So if you're curious about what products I use, you can go check out that link, and I will go ahead and also post it in the chat as well for you guys to check out in case you were interested. And I have been trying to apply for the Amazon Influencer Program for quite some time. And when you're applying, you do have to submit your login information to the to a lot of your social accounts that you've got a social media presence on. And so for the longest time, none of them were qualifying, but I was really happy that I was finally able to meet that mark somehow and get that started. So I know that's definitely a really big deal, and I'm very excited. Copy that. Oh, excuse me. Alright, I went ahead and posted my Amazon store in the chat if you guys want to go check that out. I'll go ahead and turn on my heater real quick. I have to have a space heater in my studio room because the airflow from our HVAC system doesn't quite flow in as well into this particular room as well as the other rooms in the house. So I have to have a space heater in here during the winter, so gotta have that going sometimes. Let's see what the time was. Okay, we got about 15 minutes left. So if anybody has any questions, again, feel free to go ahead and send them in, and I will be glad to answer them. Excuse me. Okay, nothing too much on there. Let's see. Me too, Rachel. Oh, so you do the same thing. Mary, you have 2 streams simultaneously going? Oh, Rachel multitasking like I do. Yeah, I caught that. That's funny. That's funny. Yep, good to spread out the love amongst creators, so that's always a good yeah, it's always a good idea to kind of spread that out. So, let's see. Yes, sometimes I do. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Not a problem with that. So we did finally get our Christmas tree up this past weekend. We didn't really do too much with it. We just mainly put up the Christmas lights on there. We didn't do any like garland or ornaments on there. Just because we, with our toddler, he likes to take apart a lot of things and break things. So yeah, he's definitely extremely ornery right now and would not do well with ornaments. So we just did very basic lights for this year. So nothing too flashy, but you gotta make do where you can. One day we can go back to how we used to put the tree together, but not right now. So that's definitely not possible. Alright, I'm gonna check something real quick. Let's see. At least you got something up. Exactly, Mary, exactly. That's how I look at it. That is how I look at it. That's for sure. Let's see. I put my Christmas tree up 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. You are probably a lot like my mother-in-law. She likes to decorate for Christmas basically right after Halloween is over. She'll pull out all the tins as soon as November 1st rolls around. She'll pull out all the tins and all the storage bins of all the Christmas decorations, and she'll put all the stuff out. And yeah, needless to say, she is extremely big into Christmas. So that's her thing. But personally, I prefer to do things after Thanksgiving. So yeah, to each his own, I guess. To each his own. But either way, there's not a problem with it. Okay, we got about 10 minutes or so left. So again, if you have any questions, go ahead and send them in. And then, like I said, oh, hold on, did that actually get a vote? I'm not sure. I'll have to refresh that, see if that got any, because I want to say, it's not even popping up on my iPad. I wonder if it's just a thing where, okay, alright, gotcha. Okay, let's see. I used to put the tree up after Thanksgiving, but the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas is so short and a lot of things to do. It is really short, and it kind of does make you think about it a little bit, but maybe it would be smart to start putting the decorations up as soon as Thanksgiving week hits. But yeah, it definitely really does fly by, that's for sure. And it's definitely very crazy to think that Thanksgiving wasn't even too long ago. And yeah, only about 14 more days left until Christmas. That's insane, you guys. That's insane. It's crazy to think that 2024 is almost over. That's wild. Very, very wild. Alright, let's check this tab real quick. Updates over there. I'll check this one real quick. Let's see where we're at. Oh, is it? Okay, we got a little bit less than 10 minutes. And then we're going to look at closing out the stream. So does anybody do any special Christmas rituals or activities or take part in any festivities or anything like that? I know last Saturday where I live, so we usually have a lighted Christmas parade every single year. And we didn't get to go to it this year. I don't think we've actually been to it. Well, I personally have not been to it in a really long time, probably since I was a kid, but we are starting to get to the point where we can take our 4-year-old to functions like that, and so yeah, we'll probably look into that in the future. And it was definitely very nice weather for it this year, but unfortunately I had to work and miss out. So yeah, hopefully some time we'll be able to go. So that would be good. And also in the area where I live in, they usually try to do a lot of Christmas lights on the stores on the square, and that's usually a really big thing that we have going on around here. And so those always look really nice when all of the buildings are completely covered in lights, and so that's always really neat to see, especially when you're driving through at nighttime, so that's always really cool. I know there was one year where we did I think it was like a horse and buggy carriage. We did like a carriage ride. I think it was, I want to say it was actually during the time when the coup was going on. So we all kind of did that, and that was a nice little outing for us to all go on. And so I thought that was really neat, and well, I'd kind of like to do it again sometime, but yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, when it comes to kind of thinking about Christmas movies that I like to watch, I usually like to watch the stop motion animated shows like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman, a lot of that stuff. I usually watch those every single year. I always like to watch A Charlie Brown Christmas. That's always one of my big favorites. I always like the Home Alone movies and Christmas with the Cranks. That's actually probably like one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. I love that one. That one's absolutely hilarious. And let's see, I also like The Grinch. The Grinch is always really good. Both the animated and the live action. Like the older animated one, because I know there was another newer animated Grinch that came out probably, I want to say, when was it? I'll have to look that up. I want to say that was like 2018 or 2019 maybe, but I'll have to double check. I'll look it up right now. 2018. So it's fairly close. And then my husband, he personally really likes to watch a Christmas Carol, the one with George C. Scott. That's his all-time favorite Christmas movie. He loves watching that. And we usually try to put that on every single year. And so, let's see, what are some other Christmas movies that I like? White Christmas is good, with Bing Crosby. That one's really good. And let's see, I also like, the Santa Claus and the Santa Claus 2. Those are both classics. I love those. And can't really think of too much. Elf, I mean, Elf is okay. I've never really been like a big super, I've never really been like a super big Will Ferrell fan, but yeah, I mean, Elf is alright. It's alright. It's not like my top favorite, so. But yeah, those are some of the Christmas movies or programs that I like to watch. And I also like the Mr. Bean Christmas special. That one's always fun to kind of go back and watch every single year. I actually have a box set of a whole series of Mr. Bean because I used to love watching Mr. Bean as a kid, and Rowan Atkinson is just absolutely fantastic with his physical comedy, and it's just like always, it never gets old whenever you watch it. So that was always that one's definitely always fun to watch for sure. And other than that, there's not really too much that I like that I watch or go into. I've actually never seen Die Hard, interestingly enough, and I know there's like a big debate about whether Die Hard is really a Christmas movie or not. I know it's supposed to take place around Christmas, but yeah, I've never seen Die Hard, so I would have to watch that sometime. And then also another big tradition I like to do around Christmas is make or at least put Christmas sugar cookies together. That's also something that I like to do, and something that we try to do with our 4-year-old, because that was always something that I did with my family growing up. Is we were really big on making homemade Christmas cookies, and so that's always a fun little thing to do every single year. And so, I think we'll probably do that again, but we'll see. I think last year we weren't able to for whatever reason, but the year before that we did, and so that would kind of be nice if we could, just because it's always a nice little treat every now and then, so. Okay. Alright, I think we're running a bit short on time. So we're going to check one more tab real quick and then look at closing out. And like I said, the poll that's currently up in the chat is also going to go on my socials. So we'll probably go ahead and end it right there. There. Alright. Okay, guys, well, I think we're probably going to go ahead and close out here. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's stream. And we definitely, I want to say we actually peaked at 7 or 6 viewers today. So that's actually really good. Typically, we usually tend to have about 3 or 4 viewers at a time. So, that was really exciting. So that's really nice to have all of you guys on. And we will be back next Wednesday with another new video and another stream at 2 p.m. Central Time, the standard usual time. And if you would like to go check out my stuff, my website is randyjaneemusic.com. You can find me on there. And also, I'm on all the socials, so you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you would like to consider supporting my channel to help me do this for a living, I do have a locals page where you can go support me on there and become a member. And that would be at randyjanee.locals.com. There is also a virtual tip jar on PayPal that I have as well. And yeah, basically all the links are down in the description below of the stream. And yeah, again, it was great having you all on, and thank you all so much for the positive comments and the feedback from today's video. I really do appreciate it, and that means a lot. So yeah, again, like I said, we'll be back next Wednesday, and I will see you guys all later. So talk to you soon. Later.